Do you ever get the feeling that the universe is too complex to understand? We're gradually learning more and more about the universe, both its origin and expansion, thanks to science. About 13.8 billion years ago, the universe began to expand. We call this the Big Bang. This expansion formed time, space, and matter as we know them. At the time, the universe was extremely hot and like a thick, impenetrable, glowing porridge-like gas of elementary particles, such as electrons, quarks, and photons. 400,000 years after the Big Bang, a radiation was left behind. James Peebles was awarded the 2019 Nobel Prize in Physics for the calculations and the properties of this radiation. Today, we can still detect the remnants of this radiation, which we call the cosmic background radiation. After a while, the hot matter cooled. Electrons, neutrons, and protons tried to form atoms, but photons collided with the atoms and prevented their formation. However, as the matter cooled further, more and more atoms were able to form. After another few 100,000 years, most of the electrons had formed stable atoms together with the nuclei. Sound waves started to affect the porridge-like consistency, and diffuse and unequal structures were formed. Gravity, together with dark matter, caused these structures to start forming the precursor to galaxies. The universe continued to expand and to cool. Photons earlier gave the universe a glowing orange color. The expansion of the universe changed the photon's wavelength into one we could no longer see. No stars had formed yet in these newly formed galaxies, and so there was no visible light. We call this the Dark Ages. In the Dark Ages, gravity caused galaxies to begin to rotate around each other and form bigger clusters. These galaxies mainly consisted of hydrogen gas, held together by gravity. After about 400 million years, hydrogen atoms in the dark galaxies began to be squeezed together by gravity, forming helium from hydrogen as a result of fusion. This reaction released large quantities of energy and heated the gas so it began to glow. The universe had gained its first stars. After 1 billion years, the first galaxies with shining stars appeared. In these galaxies, which rotated around each other, planets also started to form. Looking at the continuing expansion of the universe, we can see it started to accelerate about 4 billion years ago. Today, no one knows what is causing the expansion to accelerate, but we call it dark energy. Thanks to Peebles, we know that the universe consists of about 5% matter as we know it, 26% dark matter, and 69% dark energy. We don't know for sure what dark matter is, but we can imagine it as some sort of particles that have not yet been proved. But what dark energy is remains one of the greatest mysteries of physics.